It's all unraveling. It's all unraveling.
Shalom, shalom. We would like to welcome you to the Truth Be Told Flex podcast, where I am your host, Sha'ir Yeshub Judah, sitting alongside of Oxafaya Sheoku. We're going to do it like we always do on every day that the Greeks call Thursday. We're going to have ourselves a great show. And if you have not done it yet, I ask that you would take time out and subscribe to the show and also hit that like button. With that being said, let's prepare ourselves to be edified.
Check the me's, man, they bout to get their blast on. Prophecy, interpretation, Isaiah 55:11, so it ain't no faking. Crack your dough, it's getting close. I'm here to tell you, just in case you didn't know. Listen, man, in case you didn't know, no, it's almost getting close. In case you didn't know, no, it's all unraveling. Babylon got pregnant with a daughter.
Save your life. Ready or not, he's coming back like a thief in the night.
Shalom, Israel. This is Sister Delta with the Light Hebrew Magazine, and I want you to join me and the Key Is Me Foundation at the Hebrew Wall Street Community Fair in Dallas, Texas, Sunday, June 5th from 1 to 5 p.m. Join us, Lorvin, Yapa Q, Travis Snipes, with DJ Taz on the ones and twos. This event is going up, Israel.
Oh my, joy in the morning, new night. I'ma give praise till I die. Make sure my heart contrite. Despite it all, he had mercy on me. Live my life for Elohim. Arrows can fly day by night. You're my shield, my might. When I might wanna be corner, you hit me with my tumble. Oh no. Then I be like, whoa, save your soul. Sin is a no-go. Life ain't no B-O-G-O. When you die, your life no more. My sins you forgave. I can go a day without you in your face.
All right.
How you
Sister
doing,
Delta.
Hello.
I am doing great.
Shalom.
Shalom, sister. It's always a pleasure to seeing you. It's always a pleasure working with you, and it's always a pleasure with having you on the show. How have you been, lady?
I have been blessed. I cannot complain. I have been very well. The Most High is very good to me.
All praises. And as we can see, you have a major event that is coming up. Could you tell us a little bit about it?
I do. So I collaborated with my sister, Sister Petra Israel, the owner and operator of the Key Is Me Foundation. And what that foundation is like they're a charity that gives back to like our Israelite youth, like the Israelites that go to college. You know, she assists them with things that they need to go to college, hygiene products that they may need, and things that they may need while they're in school. She assists single mothers and fathers with different things that they may need in the household, bills or their kids or whatever, just different little things like that. So the Key Is Me. And I, the Light Hebrew Magazine, collaborated on this Hebrew Wall Street Community Fair, and it basically it's just a family fun event. There's going to be Hebrew vendors, and that's the room that we're calling the Hebrew Wall Street Fair. So it's everybody knows the story about Black Wall Street and how it was our businesses and our everything. So we got together and found some unique, essential type of businesses, either essential or unique businesses, to be a part of. Be the vendors. It's in the middle of the hood. It's in the middle of Oak Cliff at the Beckley Center, a recreation center. I know you from D-Town, so you already know what's up. So it's going to be a community event. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to be in our people. We're not going to be, in the suburbs.
Have you been promoting this around the city?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You have. Okay.
Yes.
That's awesome, because I know that area real well. In fact, I think on my last show, I put, because it don't matter where you go, you tell people you from Dallas, the first thing coming out of their mouth is Oak Cliff. Everybody know Oak Cliff. So I was like, look, for all of you people who was curious about Oak Cliff, come to the Hebrew Community Fair. You're going to see Oak Cliff live and popping, okay? They ain't going to get That is South Oak Cliff.
Yes. So it's at the
Right.
community center. There's going to be live performances from some of the artists that are going to be joining us tonight. We're going to get to know them a little bit, tonight, and so people can know what they can look forward to seeing.
Right.
There's going to be, like I said, Hebrew vendors. There are going to be health companies out there. I think there's going to be a lady that's like taking blood pressure and giving health tips to our people. I think there's going to be people out there selling fabric, and there's a Hebraic doll company. I mean,
Get out of here.
Yes.
Okay.
There's going to be Hebrew Media there, podcast, radio station. Shout out to Woni Radio. Shout out to Kingdom Culture Radio. Both of them are going to be in the building. There's going to be all type of Hebraic and righteous media there, interviewing, performances. It's going down. It's going to be a big Hebrew event. So come out and brew out with us. It's a free event.
I'm already planning on being there. I already told the wife that June the 5th that I plan on coming down to Dallas to come to the Hebrew Fair. So if Most High blessed to say the same.
Podcast in the building.
Truth Flex podcast is going to be there. Now the lineup that you're going to have is going to be awesome.
Yes,
for us that know these artists is going to be, and for the people who don't know, they are going to be surprised with the talent that they are going to hear. With the lineup that you have.
That's right. And I try to be particular about the artists that perform at the events that I'm involved in. The artists in this lineup are artists and they are talented, but they're all righteous examples of what's going on in Israel. These are family men. These are, sisters raising their kids, trying to keep the law. These are a collective group of artists that just are exceptional in many ways.
What the world needs to see.
That's right.
Now, without further ado, because I know me and you, we could probably talk forever.
All night.
We got people that's in the background. I think Ayo was looking at me like, "Come on, brother, did you put me on here just to be sitting back here, man, listening to y'all talk?" So we gonna bring some of these artists in that is going to showcase. This way, the people will be able to get to meet them. Brother Obadiah has checked back in for the third time. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, the brother be in and out. So I'm going to bring this brother in first to make sure we got him. All right, there he is, Brother Obadiah. We got Eliyah. We have Simka. We have Brother Ayo. And we also have the righteous sister Zachariah Zamar. These are some of the artists that is going to be headlining at the Hebrew Community Fair, June 5th. They're at the Beckley Center Recreation Center in South Oak Cliff, Texas. Yeah. Sister Delta, how did you get this group of people together to agree to travel all of these miles to Dallas?
Man, honestly. It be the Most High that puts the shows together. It really be the Most High. Now, I've worked with Zachariah before. She performed at the Drip and Sip that we had here in Dallas.
I remember. She got off stage right when I got there, so I missed her performance.
Yeah. So she's a powerful praiser. That's how that she gives me Erykah Badu vibes. You know what I'm saying? Those are the vibes that she gives. And I put everybody with somebody in the world all the time. I'm bad at that. Because I do the same thing. That's Ayo Kelly over there.
Right.
I agree.
Yes. Ayob, I've been working with him for like it's been a while. We've been working together, and I just, he just, his style and flavor and what he brings to Israel is going to be appealing, to the people that we're trying to reach. All of these artists, Obadiah ended up on the lineup through Ayob and his family actually.
Okay, let me tell you something. When Obadiah come back, we're gonna hurry up and talk to him because that brother can't seem to stay. We gonna hurry up and talk to that brother. So there you go. He back.
Yo, Eric, shalom.
Shalom.
I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm so sorry.
Nah, you good, brother.
Yes.
Casey, go ahead, sister.
So Simca, I've been working with Simca. You know what I'm saying? I've been watching her growth, watching her music elevate. Like I remember watching her last year, and I was like, I want to see more from this sister right here. I need to see more. And this album that she just came out with, she just slapped me right in the face. She was just like, boom!
Right.
Wow.
I want to talk about that one song that she has, the one that we're going to play on the show, Go Hadam. Did I? Yeah, I want to talk about that.
Yes.
Okay, then I want to talk about that. Yeah, because and what I like about this is that I'm not gonna sit here in front of brother. I still listen to R&B, right? So I listen to the R&B station here in Houston, and they're always running concerts in all of these cities. All of these people are steadily coming. So to have a Hebrew Wall Street community fair with a group of artists that is giving praises to the Most High, our Creator. This is what the people need to see, because it's not enough of this out here. You dig what I'm saying? And so everybody on one accord, everybody giving praises to He who made us. And then the beautiful thing about this is that we don't see black, we seeing Judah. Right. You know what I'm saying? We seeing our people, we seeing Israel, we seeing the tribes. This is what it is that we see. And so I know that hood, Oak Cliff, right? And if you get anybody over there to see that and be interested about it, we won. We won. So I want to say, we won. So I want to say thank you to all of you guys that are here on the show. I've listened to all of your music, and I have thoroughly enjoyed it. Me and Brother Ayo, we're going to be doing some work together coming up soon as well. Thanks to Sister Delta.
Hallelujah.
So what I want to do is
two characters.
I was saying, I did want to say that too. In case y'all haven't noticed, I am a jokester. So I will make a joke. I get on my wife's nerves. I will make a joke out of anything. But but what I want to do is I want to make sure everybody's music is played. So we're going to chop it up. We're going to talk, but we're going to have to keep conversation to a limit. So real quick, what I want to do, I want to go around the room and I want everybody to introduce themselves real quick. Who are you, where you are from, and where your music can be found. And we'll go from there. We can start with Eliyah at the top.
Oh, well, all praises again to the Most High Yah in the name of his only begotten son. I'm Eliyah, Yariel Yisrael. I'm located in Chicago right now. And you can find my music on YouTube, Eliyah Yisrael.
Zakaria? She's talking to the baby.
Okay. Yeah, I was trying to get them situated. You already know how it would be. Like, as soon as you finna like come up and say something, they're like, "No, it's mine. No, give me that." That's throwing stuff. I'm like, bruh. Anyway, all praises to Abinu Yahweh for life and for children. Oh, I'm sure that you can hear them in the background. But my name is Zakaria Zamar. All praises to Abinu Yahweh and his son Yahushua HaMashiach. We are currently stationed in Atlanta, Georgia, and you can find my songs on all streaming platforms. But you can download them for free on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
All praises. Brother New Moon, are you?
All praises to the Most High. In the name of his only begotten son, Ayo Ben Yahoo. I am currently in South Carolina by way of Charlotte, North Carolina. You can find all of my music streaming all platforms, Spotify, Tidal, Apple, all of them. Get it where you can. Gotcha. YouTube, all praises. Glad to be here.
Gotcha. Simca Yahoo.
Shalom, everyone. I am Simca Yahoo. I'll esteem Yahoo to be able to be here, especially after working today. You can find my music everywhere. It's on YouTube, Spotify, iCloud, SoundCloud. You can also purchase it on my website, www.simcayahoo.com. Be on the lookout. Got some fire coming later this year, Yahoo willing. Woo!
Yeah.
Praise y'all.
Where you from, Simka?
Same, South Carolina.
South Carolina. Gotcha.
Yeah.
And we were able to be blessed to see Obadiah who won. He made it.
All the seats off you. Can y'all hear me? Hear me good?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Praise Yahoo. Praise Yahoo. My name is Obadiah Yahoo. I'm from Texas. And all my music is everywhere. Deezer, Spotify, iTunes, you name it. It's on there. Only one I can't get on, which I'm trying to get on, is SoundCloud. But it's everywhere.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Right? That'd be the first one. That's the plug right there.
Right.
Yeah, I got a 5-year-old nephew that's on SoundCloud, brother.
Some of these platforms, though, I don't know, boy. They're a little sucky.
Yeah. But all right, then. It's good. It's good to have you guys here. It really is. So who was doing music on the other side before they learned the truth? Simka, you were.
Wow.
Karia, you were. Okay. Ayo, Obadiah, Eliya?
Kinda.
No?
Kinda.
Nah.
A little bit. Nah, you wasn't?
No.
Okay, so I want to start with you then, brother. How long have you been in the truth, Eliya?
I've been in the truth for about 8 years.
You've been in the truth about 8 years?
Yeah, about 8 years.
Okay,
right.
So in that 8, did you do any type of music before you learned
I did
truth?
the Christianity. I was making songs, yeah.
Oh, so you were okay. So you was making music. Okay, so I was thinking that you didn't start making music at all until you learned the truth. So you were making. So you was doing Christian. Was it Christian rap or? Because listening to your music, it gave me a gospel sound for real. Listening to your music, it did. I said, man, this is like some praise and worship music right here.
Right.
Some of your music. Yeah. I get. So, what denomination were you? Or non-denomination?
It was non-denomination.
It was a non-denomination?
Yeah.
Okay. Were you like minister of music or anything like that in there? Or
I was actually a pastor. So
get out of here.
Right.
Wow.
You
brother, you coming on the show. You coming on the show by yourself. Real soon.
Wow.
Yeah, we got a lot to talk about because so you was receiving people tithes. You walked away from tithes and offerings.
Whoa. No, but you know the thing about it. Let me defend myself a little bit.
He walked away from
no, it was basically, we were teaching repentance. But I didn't have the full understanding, so I was still ignorant, still leading people astray. But
Okay. But you didn't answer the question. You walked away from the
10%. But I believed that you can't that narrative that they paint for us, the tithes. I didn't believe in that though. Like the money situation. I believe in actually storing it in the house. If people need it, we deliver. Right. We actually did that.
All praises, yeah. So because I'm gonna tell you, I have talked to many of pastors, brother Elie, and some of these cats are like close to me. I've known for years. They won't even ring this phone no more. These brothers don't want to talk to me no more because they know what I'm saying is true. Mm-hmm. And so they can't listen to it because it's cut. Real talk. It's sad, but this truth is cutting into their money, man. Mm-hmm. They can't walk away from it, brother. They cannot walk away. So they just assume not to even talk to me no more, man. So I want to chop it up with you on a whole nother level, man. So you're gonna be hearing from me. And Zakaria, you had to been a neo soul sister.
Man, you know what's so funny though? I was not. So what? I was actually
interesting
in a rock band that was kind of like Christian based.
I can see that. What? I can definitely see Christian
rock, hard rock.
Yes,
Christian,
I can see that.
That
band. And I
sounds
was
like an
more like a background
oxymoron.
singer. Yeah, I wasn't like in the front or anything. I was more like in the background. But that was my first like dose of artistry. And Toda Abba for bringing us up out of the miry clay because that thing sticky, boy. But yeah, I came into the truth and I was then able to really bring forth what he put in my root, for the Ruach HaKodesh to really be used through me, instead of me just, doing whatever in the background, thinking that I'm praising him, but it's a pagan deity, and all of that, and not even being able to use my voice in the way in which it can touch people the most appropriately. With rock, it's not really that musical, but when I sing, and when Abba places his rook on me and I sing, it is very musical, and there's a lot of fluctuation in notes, and you don't do that with rock music. So I wasn't even utilized. I wasn't being utilized to my full capability, my full potential, where I was. So I'm thankful for his truth in many different aspects, because now I can actually serve in the way in which I'm meant to serve. So
in other words, just you have realized who blessed you with the gift, and you're able to give it back to him.
Yes.
With an increase. All praises.
Exactly.
All praises.
Hallelujah.
So who introduced you to a Christian rock band to begin with?
We don't need to talk about that.
Oh, okay. All right.
Wait a minute.
So it was actually my ex-husband, and that's the reason I've never been into rock. I'm definitely very much a neo soul person. Ibadu, she was my person back in the world, my person. Right, okay, my person. And so I really was only doing it under the submission of my husband at the time. And so that's kind of how
he was a Christian rock star.
Yeah. Far from rock star. I mean, far from rock star. Like erase that part. That would be all fine with me. But we use the storms to grow. Yeah. So that's really how it started off. But I've always been musically inclined. I've always worshipped. I've always sang. There were times growing up where literally my family was like, please shut up. Like, please just stop, please. But I couldn't.
I'm glad you didn't. We're glad that you didn't.
Hey,
we're glad that you didn't. Right. Yeah, all praises. Yeah. So what I can tell, Eliyah and Zachariah, you guys have always pretty much did music, whether it was in the truth or not, but it was music of worship, right?
Absolutely.
So, Ayo,
yes, sir.
I know you were singing to the ladies, man. I know you were singing to the ladies, brother.
That's,
crooner.
Right. That's basically in Charlotte, back home. That's basically, I got the nickname Mr. Crooner himself. That's
okay.
My nickname.
So, you know what? I was gonna play a game. I was gonna see if we could get a game in. What was your nickname in the world? And I need to guess why they called you that. But you done already told me yours. So
yeah. So the only tattoo I have on my arm that I got when I was 18 years old and never have got one again. The only tattoo I have is my nickname E-Class.
Okay.
E-Class. E-Class was my singing nickname. But I started in the church at 4 years old. On the church, on the children's choir. Started out there and then, rebelled, left the church. When I got around 13, 14, started my own singing group, singing in the school hallways and all that.
So you've always sung. You've always
since 4 or 5 years old, always knew. Yeah, always.
You guys have so collectively with the 3 that I've started with, you guys always have known that you was artists and you always known that you wanted to put some music out. Am I correct?
Yes.
Right. And all 3 of you started in the church. That's something that's That's something that's very synonymous with us as a people, as Israel. It's 24 minutes in. What I want to do is I want to get the first song in. When I come back, I want to finish up with you, Ayo, but then we're going to move to Simca. Is that okay?
All right, all praise. Absolutely.
All right, we're going to get this first song in. It's going to be from Brother Eliyah, and this is Lack of Knowledge.
Hosea chapter 4, verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing that thou hast forgotten the law of thy Elohim. I will also forgive thy children.
I don't want to hear that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe in that Bible crap no way, man.
But it's the truth.
Nigga, that's your truth.
Well, you gonna perish from a lack of knowledge.
Nigga, then let me perish for a lack of knowledge. We need some wisdom. Your people perish for a lack of knowledge.
They don't know right now.
Perish for a lack of knowledge.
I'm gonna teach you, right?
They in the streets and they acting solid. They in the streets. They need some wisdom.
What they need.
Your people perish for a lack of knowledge. They perish for a lack of knowledge. They in the streets and they acting solid. They in the streets.
Oh, man.
The elite, they trying to keep you asleep. Have you thinking in your mind everything is A-okay? I'm telling you, World War III is on the way. America's going in flame. Mystery Babylon, her sins reach the heavens. If you smart, you should come out of her. Some people love the matrix, go alone to get along. They give you entertainment cause they trying to keep you fooled. They know you don't like to read, all you care about is money, clothes, and cars. You desire to be a big star. They keep us in singing cause they know who we are. Martial law is coming soon, but your head stuck in Facebook. Your enemies has taught you to hate your own book. This message and warning is to my people. Stop being simple. This world we living in is so evil. They teaching corruption and self-destruction. Don't be a victim of the system. Follow us for pay attention. We need some wisdom. Your people perish for a lack of knowledge.
They don't know right now.
Perish for a lack of knowledge.
I'm gonna teach, right?
They in the streets and they acting solid. They in the streets. They need some wisdom.
What they need.
Your people perish for a lack of knowledge. They perish for a lack of knowledge. They in the streets and they acting solid. They in the streets.
Oh, man. Hey. My people perish from a lack of knowledge, false doctrine, eating pork and lobster, pursuing dreams of being mobsters. You got it, and they want it, they'll rob you. No conscience, straight monsters, living godless. To be honest, we should try listening to our Holy Father, but we don't. So our children getting slaughtered in the streets every day. It wasn't him that left us, but it was us that went astray. Stop, let it sink in and meditate. What must we do to obtain amazing grace? Turn from our wicked ways, believe the Son and seek the Father's face. Read Leviticus 23 so we can convocate, fast and pray on his holy days that he ordained. Hear what I'm trying to say. We living in the last days. Don't get caught up in them flames trying to wait to get it straight. Then it's too late. Lift his name up, give him praise. I'll say hallelujah.
We need some wisdom. Your people perish for a lack of knowledge.
They don't know right now.
Perish for a lack of knowledge.
I'm gonna teach you, right?
They in the streets and they acting solid. They in the streets. They need some wisdom.
What they need.
Your people perish for a lack of knowledge. They perish for a lack of knowledge. They in the streets and they acting solid. They in the streets.
Oh, man. Hey, Ak, man, I'm gonna pray for you, because I see you got this callous on your heart.
My man.
Oh, praise. That joint crank.
My man.
Yes.
This is what they tried to hide from us. This is what they almost hid from us. You know, we got caught up in all of these other religions. One of the curses is that you're going to, give reverence to the wood and to the stone. That's one of the delusions that they had for us. And this brother come out with a single that's called "My People Perish for a Lack of Knowledge." How many preachers preaching that and ain't preaching that in the right context? He's talking to us, the children of Israel, and they don't want to hear it. They do not want to hear it. You know, it don't matter how often we tell them, look, man, you're not a Negro, you're not black. This Bible is written for you. And if I'm not mistaken, I think the brother got it in there that they got us. I don't know if he got it in that song. If I heard it today sometime, they got us hating our own book as if it's a white man's book when that book belonged to us. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, you know, all praises to the Most High Eliyah for that single. Brother Ayo, finish up with what, you know, with your introduction, and let's moving on to our sister Simca. She's sitting there so patiently. Patiently she is.
All praises. So yeah, man, I basically was in the R&B secular game for a long time. I mean, you know, 03, 04 did an independent album in Charlotte. 05 opened up for, you know, became friends with John Legend, Floetry, Life Jennings. And I mean, 05, 06 was a big year. And then 2007 went back to the church and then woke up. You know, the Most High had grace and mercy because I just knew something wasn't right. I just knew from 2007 to 2017. I woke up April 2017, and that's when the Most High, you know, opened my eyes to this truth, opened my eyes to the book. And then I had, so from then to the new moon, I had an hiatus from the studio, 2007, all the way to my first truth album. So it's a blessing to be able to do my, you know, truth music, know who I am, know who we are, know who I serve. And from the Most High, you know, delivering me from a total life of, you know, the enemy had to set up. You know, I thought I made it.
But see, the Most High was training you. See, the Most High was training you the whole time.
I call myself being mad at the Most High for so long for not getting the right record deal and all this. But like you said, in 2017, I could look back and he said exactly those words, the Raw Kokodesh, like I was training you for these moments. Because
that's right. Because if you had made it back then, you wouldn't be praising him right now. You'd be somewhere in the spirit with some skinny jeans on.
You see what I'm saying? That's a big brother too, man. Skinny jeans hanging down. Like, how you have skinny jeans hanging down?
Right.
We used to have baggy jeans hanging down. Skinny jeans hanging down.
They be doing it too, man. And I think the worst one, I'm gonna say this and we're gonna move it to Simca. The worst one is these brothers that's 40-something, 50-something years old with skinny jeans. Hey, come on, man.
That's
crazy. Stop it, bro.
I be in the gas station. I just be like you. I be like you. Stop it, man.
Stop it, man.
But then they try to sag though. Have y'all seen them sagging in the skinny jeans?
That's what I'm talking about.
How the skinny jeans fall?
How you gonna have a skinny jeans and sag?
Right. With the baggy jeans back in the day.
Come on, man.
The Most High, was not meant. Those pants were not meant for my brother.
Hallelujah.
There you go. Come on, Sister Simca. Now I'm gonna say this too. Sister Simca, I was gonna talk about that baby grand that you got in the background, right? I said that sister there's an artist for real. Then I was looking at Brother Ayo talking about it.
Right.
That's the green. I agree with you. Right? They in the same house. Yeah.
Right. Like Go ahead, Sister Simca.
Oh man, I've been singing since I want to say maybe 2 or 3. My imam used to write music back in the day, R&B and stuff like that. So she would put me to bed super early, and she thought I was asleep. But yeah, I listened to her on the keyboard, on the piano, writing in the middle of the night, and I kind of told on myself because in the daytime I'd be around playing with my toys, and then I start busting out singing the song that she was just writing the night before. She was like, "Wait a minute, you heard that?" And I was like, "Oops." Grew up and I was in every single choir you can think of. So I was in the church choir, I was in the concert choir, I was in the show choir all 4 years of high school. So I was out there doing them musical productions and stuff, thinking that I was getting in training. And then
you were.
Yeah.
I don't know how Greece ties into that, but okay.
Yeah. From what I'm understanding, you know, from top down to you so far, as everything has been grooming for you guys to be exactly where you are right now. You know,
that's right.
I started writing my own music after high school, and kind of wanted to start that way. I kind of wanted to be in the background, and I started writing songs for a group that I was affiliated with, my cousin's group, and got my start there. And then he was like, "It's time for you to start doing a project and stuff like that," but I wasn't ready. I started doubting myself because, you know, your voice changes as you get older. You abuse it. You don't harvest and take care of your baby. So it kind of fluctuates, and you have children, and then that happens. So I would just maintain to being content with singing around the house and stuff like that, you know. But I came into the truth September of 2015, so it's been about 7 years, almost 8 for me.
Crazy.
Wow. And I've always wanted to sing, and I had an experience where it was around the beginning of the pandemic, and I had never.
It was the beginning of the what?
The pandemic.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's what I thought you said. Okay, all right.
I wound up losing my job. And I had never been unemployed for so long. Right. So I was unemployed for almost 7 months. I've always been able to bounce back, you know.
Oh, you did great.
I did. Jeez. But I also took that time, and I was like, you know, I started praying, and I was like, yeah, show me what it is I'm supposed to be doing. And you tell me what I'm supposed to do, and I'm going to do it, period.
Right.
And again, longest time of unemployment, had to file for unemployment. All esteemed Yahuwah, I got it. Mm-hmm. And he was like, it's time to start doing your music. So I went to my imam, and I was like, okay, Mom.
Could you give a definition for that word, that imam? Your imam, is that
mother.
Is that
my
your
mother.
Okay, cool. Okay, gotcha.
And I went to her, and I was like, how do I create a home studio? And it was like she was waiting on me to say that. Because the moment I let them words slip out my mouth, she was like, okay, we need to go to this store because you need this and you need this.
And your mom is like a real good promoter for Israel's music. Like, I'm serious. Like, her mom, I was like, who is this woman? Who, like, she really supports the music. Like, so I can imagine the support that the sister has.
She does.
Yes, she truly supports. She truly supports.
So you also said that your mom, she was an artist as well, right?
Yeah, she used to write music back in the day. She knew Vanice and Marvell Thomas, and her and Vanice actually wrote a song together. And that was her opening into writing music and things like that. And so she's been writing music forever. And knowing her, she always keeps a notebook somewhere nearby because she's going to constantly jot something down.
Gotcha.
So as soon as I told her I was ready to build my home studio and to start recording music, she opened that notebook, and it's
history.
That was the beginning, right?
We're here.
And the first thing was the baby grand, right? Just like Oaks. Right. All praises, all praises. Brother Obadiah, how you doing, man?
Man, I'm tired, not gonna lie.
Understood, brother. Understood.
I'm thankful to be breathing right now, though.
All praises, man. Yeah. It's good to have you here, Brother Obadiah. It really is, man. I've got introduced to your music as well here recently, and I have thoroughly enjoyed it as well, man. So introduce yourself, man. Tell us who you are, where you're from. How did you get into this music thing? Did you do music before you got into the truth? How long you been in the truth?
So I've been in the truth for almost 4 years now, 3 years. And my story sounds so similar to Sister Simca. I'm not gonna lie. We were like, as you're going through it, I was like, whoa, because I started singing seriously when I was 7, but I've been singing since I was 5. And my mom had also done music worldly, but my mom and my dad, you know, they also did. My dad was a jazz musician. He did upright bass, and my mom was a singing artist. And so she, you know, she's done the producing part of it as well. She was about to be played in France. So these times where, you know, I was growing up, I've always had music around me. My older brother, he is an artist out in the world right now. He's everywhere. And so I just kind of had music all around me all the time. And so, yeah, I did choir, and I'm gonna try to keep it. I don't want to take too long, but yeah, I did choir. And then as I got older, I learned how to play guitar. My first instrument was bass. So, I still have my first instrument, that I use still today. It's that bass. I broke a string, and I still be playing them 3 strings.
Come on now.
Yeah. So called Little Cherry. So
not Little Cherry.
Yeah, the cherry.
Little Cherry.
Yeah.
Little Cherry.
You're gonna actually at the Hebrew Wall Street Community Fair, Brother Obadiah is going to do an acoustic show for us.
Okay.
Yes, he's gonna play.
So you're a string man.
I sure am. Guitar is where I grew the love and the expression that I have for Yahuwah through my music. I feel like that's a lot. Piano and guitar is where usually the ideas come from, and that is where I guess the music kind of just clicks. But I was in the church, did music that way. I'm a very standoffish kind of person. Meaning, like when I was in the church or when I was in school playing the music, I would go away from everybody. I don't like to show myself. Because, and I think Abiyahuwah knows that, and that's why, like, I'm, I have procrastination issues. You know what I mean?
Oh no!
Yeah. So, and it happens because I don't.
So when we thought that you was losing connection, you was really hanging up and coming back.
You were hanging up on us.
You were hanging up on us.
He wasn't ready.
Yeah.
So yeah, that kind of is where it sparked though. Is my family? They they've always been musically inclined. I stay with my dad right now, and he has opened up. Praise Yahuwah for this. He's opened up his office to make it like half music, half, his office to work.
Right.
And so I have access to, an in-house studio, which I'm so grateful for. I'm so thankful for that.
All praises.
All praises to Yahuwah. And it's a true barakah because, a lot of people, they love music and they want to make it and they have to go places to go do that. And so I'm very that I can literally have all of my guitars, all of my bass, the piano and everything in there, and then I can play and sing and really reach out to Abiyahuwah and snap the finger, So I'm grateful for that. I guess that's
praises.
Yeah.
Let's go to we're going to go to our next song. One of the things that jumped out at me with this song was the horns and the drums. This song I was like, wow, it's got it, huh? Nah, this is Simca's song.
Okay.
Yeah. The horns and the drums is one of the things that jumped out at me when I was listening to this song. I really enjoyed this song. Yeah, I want to
shout out to
I want to get through these songs. We're 43 minutes in. If anybody got to leave, I do understand. But before I exit the building, everybody's song is going to be played. Okay, because I do understand that we have life, and I want to say thank you for everybody who came tonight. But before I leave, everybody's song is going to be played. So this one here is Simca Yahu Gol Hadam, right? Did I say it right, sister? All right, we're supposed to get into this one, and then we're going to come back. All right, here we go.
I can't with you, shit.
Yahusha is the avenging kinsman, redeemer. bloodshed, the real hate crimes. Goel Hadam, Yahusha, avenger of our blood. Goel Hadam, Yahusha, our kinsman redeemer. Goel Hadam, Yahusha, avenger of our blood. Goel Hadam, Yahusha, our kinsman redeemer. Goel Hadam, Yahusha, avenger of our blood. Oh, you thought we was finished? You better think again. The Redeemer of blood himself shall slay the murderer. When he meets him, he shall slay him. Goel Hadam, blood redeemer, Goel Hadam. Blood redeemer, Goel Hadam. Blood redeemer, Goel Hadam. Blood redeemer, Goel Hadam. Blood redeemer, Goel Hadam.
It's the drums for me.
That video was fire.
It's the drums for me. Man, what is you talking? Yeah, that joint was hot for real.
Are you performing that at the Hebrew Washington Community Fair?
Of course.
Okay. All
yes.
Right. Yes.
Could you give us a breakdown on that? Could you give us a breakdown on that song?
Listen, that is this is an Ima Amalia production. My Ima wrote that song. I think I only did the spoken word part. Like
that was my favorite part.
That was dope.
Right.
Hold on.
You thought we was done?
Oh no, not that. All the thing Yahoo. But no, my Ima wrote that song, and when she first played me the track, I was like, oh my goodness. And then when she broke it down, what Goel Hadam Yahusha meant, blood redeemer.
There we go. Tell us one more time, because I was going to actually ask you that. So just for anybody who didn't catch it, because as you were speaking it, could you tell us one more time what it means?
Goel Hadam Yahusha, basically it translates to blood redeemer, Yahusha. And that, I mean, that right there
says a lot. Exactly.
It says a lot. So, and then when you talk about, first of all, Tone Jones is just an amazing producer, period, point blank. A lot of the tracks that I get are from him.
And his name again?
Tone Jones.
Okay.
Yeah, he's an amazing producer. And I think he is becoming awakened. So all esteem to Yahuwah. A lot of the nation is actually using his tracks. So, you know, he's gonna figure out who's using his music and then see what it's about. So all esteem that, you know, I'm just another vessel that he is listening to. And then you put Ima Amaya's lyrics behind it. That was another one of them.
Did you and your mom wake up at the same time? Did you and your mom come into the truth at the same time?
No, she came in the truth literally a month prior, because she was the one that came home and told us who we were.
That's different.
It's funny because she and I used to work at the same hotel. She was the night auditor, the main night auditor. And there was a group that was constantly there. They would come once or twice a year from Qatar. And so she was trying to figure out how to, you know, at least be able to greet them in the morning before they left. And so she was at work one night and started, you know, using Google. Google is our friend sometimes. And I don't know what she searched, but one of the results was a video on YouTube about who the real Israelites were. and she's a former PK, so she knows her scriptures. And so she went back and referenced the scriptures based off of what was highlighted in that video. And she was like, Gabby, I got something to tell you. And we got to talk to the kids. And that's been it.
That's awesome.
That's beautiful.
For the older, in my experience, the older generation are the hardest to show this to, because they have been so whooped with Jesus Christ so much that, when you go against white Jesus, it's like, oh man, who are you? I don't even know who you are no more. And so for your mom to come to you with this, that's all the way different. Real quick, Obadiah, real quick, how did you come into this truth, brother? Tell us after I play this next song. You on the clock as soon as this next song is over with, okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right.
So, my parents did. My dad and his wife had got me into this truth, and it was kind of just me. I was lost, and before that, I'm sure we all had our stories, but I was lost before that. And I was in the church, and I felt like I just didn't have a family. That was really my problem. I felt like I didn't have a family. And then my parents, had talked to me. They showed me Deuteronomy 28, and you already know how that goes. All the curses, the burn on the scalp and all that, right? All that stuff. And I was just like, what? Like, I was mad, and it really drove me to Shalom when I realized that is our people. And so that's kind of how it happened. And then the music kind of just started following after that, as far as like the mission that I knew that I was, my purpose, right? So
your parents was actually in this truth before you as well.
Mm-hmm.
Man, this is awesome. Yeah. I lost my mom on this day. In 2014, May 5th, on this day in 2014. And I often ask my wife all the time, because my mom was a Bible thumper. We were 7-day Adventist Christians, right? And this chick here, boy, I tell you, she remind me of Fred Sanford's sister. She come in the house with the Bible, you know what I'm saying, clutched up in her arms, and that was my mama, right? And so I often wonder, I say, what would my mama think now? You know what I'm saying? If I was able to express to her what I have learned of this Bible, because, older Christians, they think it ain't nobody like their pastors. Eliyah, they love their pastors, man. And so when you saying something that their pastor is not saying, they don't care if you their son, their brother, their first cousin. The pastor didn't say it. If pastor said, I believe it. But if pastor didn't say it, you know what I'm saying? That's how it is. So I wonder, but all praises to the Most High. We're fit to get into this next song. This is by Sister Zakaria. Yeah. The Christian rock star. Let's see what the Most High. Let's see where the Most High has brought us to now.
Hallelujah.
All praises. Yeah, this song is Worship Him by Zakaria.
Come to his feet, bow down and worship him. Ancient of days, teach us your ways. Praise so sweet, all flesh before they can. Demons to shame, call on his name. Come to the lamb, transform to the sheep. Come find the gold buried deep inside thee. Comfort the guide, give life to the weak. High priest, undefeated. Come to the fold on water, no boat. Fishers of men, no boats, coast to coast. First gonna be last and the least be the most. Drive through the fire, so glad we've been chose. And I'm walking around with hands in the air. Yeah, by my side, I won't fret, I won't fear. Tell me, can you hear the Malachim as they sing, but they bring all the steam to the king? How many times by the blood been redeemed? No bell, cause the sun sets free. Come to his feet, bow down and worship him. Ancient of days, he just your ways. Praise so sweet, all flesh before they can. Demons to shame,
defeated nor undefeated. I worship at the feet of Yahuwah. My head to the earth, that's it for store. Store my treasures in the Shemaims, let it be so. You a fool to sell your soul, when it worth for way to go. What's your goal? Money can't buy happiness nor salvation. Whatever sin saying is a sensation. Seen greatness in the Torah, it tore me apart. Didn't need a transplant to get a new heart. That part, yeah. Long little Cain. 1,000 years from now, where you think you gonna be? For the rest of your hood, for the rest of my life. I wanna rest in your hood for the rest of my life. Y'all hands won't hand you away. Don't need a combination of password to keep you safe. You gotta love his sword and do what he say. In the book of life, don't put no white out on my name. No.
Come to his feet, bow down and worship him. Ancient of days, he just your way. Praise so sweet, all flesh before again. Demons to shame, call on his name. Bow to the master, the truth never fantasy. Hail to the root of the weak one who humbles the king. Follow the map and his laws need to shine. Walk in his ways, never be left behind. Growth and repentance will be intertwined. Run the race, great fight. Finish line so divine. Called us out the darkness, now we bright, never hide. City upon the light, so the light shine fine. Abba show me favor and he mind so kind. Ain't no other way to praise and give him all my time. Cleanse me, I'm guilty, committed the crime. Transform my mind, none of me left aside. Take all of me, only him be the prime. Been solidified. Come to his feet, bow down and worship him. Ancient no days, teachers to ways. Praise so sweet, our flesh before again. Demons to shame, call on his name.
Wow.
Yeah, that got a Caribbean. That is nice. I hear Caribbean. I hear some Middle Eastern. I hear some.
Hallelujah.
I hear some of our that's some nice music.
And that's Kello. Shout out to Kello. Yeah.
Man, before we go any further, I have to give the biggest shout out to Akban Kello because he is so awesome and he is so full of the root. And literally, so I went to Indianapolis because they had invited me for one of their functions, right? Michaela paid for our hotel and our travel and everything. So we were able to travel and get there, no expenses, right? Not only that, so he has a home studio as well. And we literally, y'all, when I tell you the roof was moving, we literally picked the beat, wrote and recorded this song in one night.
Wow.
I've experienced that. That's amazing.
So y'all was in the Ruach. Y'all were in the Ruach. Yeah.
And it was such a beautiful experience and a beautiful time. It was like everything was just flowing. And I mean, I really, really appreciate this brother because he puts in work for the kingdom as well. And
he does
really pushes.
So who is this brother again? And is he and what actually does he? Is he produce or?
He is Mikello. So he has his first album, Book of Mikello, was already out. This song will be on his second album, Second Book of Mikello, which is going to drop very soon. I mean, he's got like a whole concept. When y'all hear the concept and everything and all the songs that he's got, like, it's awesome. It's totally awesome. Ready. So I am truly humbled and honored to have been able to experience this and to be able to work with the brother in such a capacity because, I mean, it just came. And it's funny because even now, so my parents are Cameroonian. I was born in the States. I'm actually the first person in my family that's born in the States. And and so
you're first generation.
Yes, that's what y'all are hearing is the Cameroonian. And it's so funny because it's like my mom tried to get away from it almost like, and not in a way in which she tried to disown it, but the American civilization and the American standard is so heavy on a lot of the immigrants that it's like you can't really acknowledge where you come from because you now have to be this if you're going to be successful here, right? So I grew up witnessing a lot of that. And so throughout growing up, I was introduced to the culture and everything, and I knew my culture, but it wasn't something that was heavily prevalent. And now that I'm getting into really being able to express and have the root flow through me, I'm hearing so much of it come out in my music, and it's like I can't even help it. Like it just comes. And this was a prime example. Like I said, we picked the song, wrote and recorded it all in one night, and this is just what came out. It just came out. So
the right thing came out.
Right.
That is a blessing. That is a blessing. We have also a song that is called The Awakening, Obadiah Yahoo. Yeah, so we're about to drop that one next. Here we go.
Just last year I was sleeping, living my life in fear. I was dreaming, wasting my time here with these demons. Yeah, with these demons. Oh, yeah. So filled up with these bullet holes. Body leaking blood, I think I'm finished though. My head hit the ground on the kitchen floor. Yeah, now I'm praying to the one who created me. There's a reason why I have all this energy. Got me dancing on the beat like it's Billie Jean. Yeah, I know you're feeling these, ooh silly me. I was killing these wicked enemies. Yeah, you're kidding me. Yeah, he's coming, there's no way that you're stopping him. Thief in the night, there's no way that you're locking him. Wicked individuals defile with a mockery. I thank him every day because he came and then he died for me. Yes, he died for me.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Nice, man.
Love that.
That's fire.
Yeah.
You heard of Jesse Boykins?
Praise Yahoo. Praise Yahoo.
You familiar with Jesse Boykins?
No, I'm not. Unfortunately,
that sound a lot like that vibe, man. That's nice, brother. That's the last two cuts that we played. They'll put you in the right place mentally. You know what I'm saying? That is nice, brother. So is all of your music that type of music? And how would you describe your music?
Honestly, my music is very spacious. Most of my music is very spacious, where you could be in a mode, you can listen to it at any time, but it's usually like whenever you're like winding down, or when you're just in a mood where you just like, just want to relax. It's like a relaxing mood. That's the kind of person I am. And all my music, actually, what's crazy is that my mission is I'm trying to get, every bit of type of music, country, all of it, the new style hip hop, to indie kind of music, and I want to be able to reach everybody. You said what?
The little princess waving at you.
Good luck, y'all.
Yeah,
that's all right.
Yeah,
she must have liked that song. She said, "Let me."
Right.
Hey,
no, for real.
Right.
She got up. Right. She was like, "Let me see. Let me see."
She is so precious, and she loves music.
Yeah.
That baby will dance.
Oh yes. Listen, all day and night. I'll be like, "Go lay down."
Oh my goodness. Yeah, so I'm trying to reach everybody that is a different races, because we don't know who's chosen. That's really what it is. We don't know who could be chosen by Yahuwah. So I want to be able to get all kinds of people to be able to listen to it and the message be the same. And so most of my music is going to be like that though, because that's like it's easier for me to make. I feel more comfortable. I feel like Yahuwah put me in that place to make those kinds of songs. But you're usually gonna have a beat and some kind of ambient noise in the background, something that's gonna soothe you.
Right. Yeah, that's some good stuff, brother. I appreciate that. I'm always in that type of a mood. I'm 48 years old, man, and when we be traveling, I put that type of music on, right? And yeah, my wife be like, "Man, I don't know how you drive with that. I'm doing miles on that." She said that would put me to sleep, but me, I just be in my own. I be in my own space though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
I agree.
I be in my own space. Hold on one second. My co-host just called me. I know he know we doing a show, so I don't know if he want to be a part of this or not. So hold on one second. He know we doing the show because he said he's looking at it. Maybe he want to tell Sister Delta hello.
That's too funny. Shalom.
Oh, it hung up. Okay, maybe he didn't. I don't know. Maybe he'll call back. But yeah, so this is a beautiful thing, man. Like I say, we're not heard of enough. And what scares me is that when we are going to be heard of, the media is going to make us out as monsters. So the Hebrew Wall Street Community Fair, for people to be able to see who we are and what we are for their own self before this media make us out to be monsters, this is important.
That's right.
I don't know who's going.
I want to just touch on one thing. We are creating our own media outlets because, as you teach all the time, the media, they decide what people think about us. So the Hebrew Wall Street Community Fair is a networking gathering. It is for Hebrew business and talent and media, so that we can display ourselves, our business, and our talent in our manner and control it. I'm sorry.
Exactly. And no, you're absolutely right. And that's why I was saying why it's important, because we already know that the time is going to come. We know that this Bible was written for us. So Matthew 24, he tells you that this is going to happen, this is going to happen, this is going to happen, and then you are going to be persecuted. Well, who is he talking about? He's talking about us. He say, why? For my name's sake. Why? Because you call yourself Israel. People are scared of us. We are making a movement. We are starting to wake up. You have artists like Zachariah, Ayob, Simcha, Eliah, Obadiah, and this list goes on and on and on. And people who love music, they would listen to this. And this is one thing that music is an avenue to the soul. People would listen to this music for months and not hear not one lyric any of you guys are saying. They're just jamming off of your music. And then one day, they'll be listening to it, and then they'll start listening to those lyrics. And then those lyrics out of nowhere will begin to penetrate them, and they will begin to know who the Most High is and who they are through what it is that you guys are doing. And it's important because they're going to make us look like we the bad guy. They are. Trust and believe me. Our family members are going to turn on us. Our friends are going to turn on us. Our co-workers are going to turn on us. But stuff like this is important because people are going to be like, hey, I met a Hebrew Israelite. They not like what these folks say that they are.
That's right.
Man.
I went to school with Hebrew Israelites. You know, they're nothing like what this media say that they are. You dig what I'm saying? And so this is why this type of event that you are having, Sister Delta, is so very important.
And shout out to
have another song. Go ahead, sister.
Yeah, shout out to the Kids Me Foundation for their role and part in this event. You know, because my thing, I do Hebrew business, but everybody, if you know me, you know my main thing is the music and the talent. And so the part of it that the Kids Me Foundation brought to it was the business part of it, getting everybody together. It's just, if y'all ever been to an event that the Light has hosted, the energy that's in there and just it's just, these artists are perfect for this event. These particular artists and shout out to the ones that aren't on here, from Lorvins to Yapa, Travis Snipes. When the people come to this event and they get the mic and they get to doing their thing from the beginning to the end, I mean, we got live bands, we got different type of vibes, we got, it's just all praises to the Most High. Like, just listening to the music in this show.
That brother Travis Snipes, that brother there, that brother there be smoking, man.
I literally just wrote that in the chat. Like, Snipes is off.
Snipes can go.
That brother there, man, he remind me of something that came straight out of the 80s. And just, man, that brother there, he's on a whole nother level. That brother's on a whole nother level.
He does not play around. He takes it very seriously.
He don't.
Yes. He truly pours out his heart. Like, when he comes and he's showing up and out. I've never not seen this brother do the most while singing praises on the stage. I've never borne witness to it.
A soulful gangster type. Yeah, like
that's what I was about to say. That's exactly what I was about to say. One of the things that I love most about in this truth, I have a story. I know all of us have a story. And I look at the people who the Most High wake up from where I'm from to across this place. He's not waking up no little soft cats. You know what I'm saying? I remember when I was in the church, and I used to watch Bible movies, right? They always made David seem like he was just some floozy walking around, singing, playing the harp. Then when you go and read that script, David did not play.
You went upside your head with that harp.
James and John, they called them brothers the sons of thunder. You understand what I'm saying? Peter was a fisherman, okay? Those 12 disciples was not no easy brothers, man. And when I look at the brothers and the sisters who the Most High is waking up, he is putting an army together. Right. That's what he's doing. He is putting an army together. So, hey, this thing is a beautiful thing. I want to keep this thing going. We're going to play Brother Ayob's song, Whoa. Then we're going to come back. We're going to wrap it up with a little bit of some current event talk, and we're going to close out the show. Sister Delta, I want to say thank you again for putting this show together tonight.
Oh, praises. Yeah, because I want the people to get to know the artists, man, because they're going to have an opportunity to see them perform, but also mingle with them. You get to take pictures with your favorite artists. You can support them and buy their products. They get to get interviews with the media. It's going up, man. And if they get to know, I know these artists. The only ones that I really don't know on a personal level yet is Obadiah and Brother Elijah. Those are the only ones that everybody else I done dealt with for months, and I know them and I know their personalities. Right. And when the people get to know them, they're going to want to come and meet them.
Right. And when it's over with, we can all get together. We can go to the Dallas Zoo, the best zoo in all of America.
They don't know nothing about me.
Come on, man.
Around the corner from Beckley, say.
Look, where the gorilla went free. The gorilla was running around out here. We in the jungle for real. We in the real jungle.
Running down 35.
The gorilla. We was like, did y'all see the gorilla on the TV?
Here we go. This is Whoa. Got me feeling whoa, whoa, whoa. Here we go. Whoa, Brother Ayo.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Got me on the whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, yeah. Got me on the whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah. Got me on the whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah. Got me on the whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah. Blows my mind every time. Got me on the whoa, whoa. Yeah. Got me on the whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah. Ooh. Got me on the whoa, whoa. Yeah. Wanna be so fly. Can't tell you nothing. All over social media, all that camping is done. People say you wanna change, but you don't know where to go. I know one can do it for sure. Fall on your knees and experience the deepest love you ever known. He always deliver right on time. This world you leave alone. Got me on the whoa, whoa, whoa. The love of y'all is whoa, yeah. Got me on the whoa, whoa. The love of y'all is like whoa, yeah. Got me on the whoa, whoa, whoa. He's got me on the whoa, yeah. Got me on the whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah. Got me on the whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, yeah. Got me on the whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah. Got me on the whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, yeah. Got me on the whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah. When I learned this truth, it blew my mind, I was more than a servant. I was a king the whole time. His grace and his mercy and favor, man of valor, I will never waver. Fell on my knees and experienced the deepest love I ever known. He delivered me right on time. This world I left alone. Got me on the whoa, whoa, whoa. Got me on, whoa, yeah. Got me on the whoa, whoa, whoa. Blow my mind every time, yeah. Got me on the whoa, whoa, whoa. 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 Oh, yeah. Got me on the whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah.
All praises, all praises.
All praises, brother Ayob.
That used to be my favorite Ayob song until the Save the Day.
To the Save the Day remix.
Hey, right?
Yes, that Save that Day. I was like, ooh, this is jamming.
Yeah.
I'm falling behind. I'm gonna have to go catch up on Save the Day.
Yeah, that's that feature with your pie. That's that feature with your pie, and they came with it. They came with it.
They both murdered that one.
Yeah.
Elijah, we got to do a remix of this, bro.
Hey,
I see you the track.
I'm ready,
Let's
man.
get it. Let's
I'm
do
ready.
it. I see you the track tonight.
Let's get it.
Let's go. We can do that for sure.
I just love to hear these artists talk like this. True story with me. My dad played lead guitar. He taught all of his sons how to play. My brother played bass. All of my dad's brothers sing and play guitar. My dad literally could sing from soprano to tenor. Brother was bad. But he was darn near 50 when he had me.
Oh.
I know, right, Sister Delta? Ask me what I got.
He was busy.
I ain't got nothing. I don't know how to play no guitar. I can't sing. I can't play no bass. Cause by the time I came, that Negro was tired.
He had already Joe Jackson
checked out. He checked out.
Yeah, he had already Joe Jackson them, and he was tight.
Don't feel bad.
Negro was tight.
Don't feel bad. Iman tried to teach me how to play piano, and it just wasn't going down. So don't feel bad.
Yeah, man. It's a beautiful thing. Look at the family. Look at the family. Look at the family. That is beautiful. That is beautiful.
I want to say, man, everybody on here is like completely fire. Like, no lie. Y'all are really, really gifted and talented, man. I would love to work with y'all. It's an honor, man. All praises to the mighty Yah. Hey, that's
we don't allow mediocre on. We don't allow mediocre on our shows.
Oh, I know, and one thing I know: if Sister Delta give you a stamp of approval, you are right. That's one thing that I never asked the sister anything about anybody she say to bring on, because I already know they 100. Because the sister, she has proven herself. You know, she really has. She has proven herself. Yeah. So before we get out of here, I don't know. I really don't know how much you guys keep up with what's going on in the world. So I just want to do this because this is a news show, and I don't know if any of you guys ever watched the show or not. And if not, tune in. We come on every Thursday. It's called Truth Be Told Flex Podcast. But I know that you guys, if you go to the stores, I know, nobody have to talk about it. I know you guys have been seeing the shortages. And I'm not just talking about with food. I went into a Walmart the other day. They didn't have absolutely nothing almost. And I'm not just talking about food. It's like stuff is just missing.
Everything, yeah.
I know you guys have been noticing what's happening in New York. New York, they're claiming with the pandemic that the numbers are increasing in New York again. I don't know if you guys been watching world news about what's happening.
Doing this again?
We're going to get to it.
I'm so tired of this.
In China, they have locked China down again. China is on lockdown right now because of the so-called virus, right? Mm-hmm. Cruise ship. They just had a cruise ship not long ago. And now I tell people all the time, since 2021, when this stuff first came, if you get on a cruise ship, you out your mind. There ain't nowhere in the world I'm going to get on a boat and they subject say that everybody on here and then you got me stuck out in the sea and I can't get nowhere because won't nobody let this boat come back in, right? But you know how we are.
Years ago when they was all stuck and they had to use the bathroom. Yeah, it was crazy.
The brother Elia made a song, "My People Perish for a Lack of Knowledge." You can't tell black people nothing. They've been saving for this daggum crew for 5 years, and now you gonna tell them they can't go? I'll take whatever shot you give me. I put 3 masks on and some booties on my feet. I'm finna get on this boat. You know what I'm saying? That's just how we is, you know.
5 years.
You know what I'm saying? That's just how we are. So, but with all of that being said, New York, numbers are rising. I don't believe numbers are rising, but they saying numbers are rising in New York. China is on lockdown again, right? The cruise ship just had an outbreak. They got us distracted with all of this. Who really believed that this guy out of nowhere ran on stage and tackled Dave Chappelle on stage, man? Did y'all see that gun? This dude had a daggone pocket knife duct taped to the gun, man. I mean, come on now. These are distractions.
That's right.
These are distractions for you not to notice that the grocery stores are beginning to run bare. These are distractions for you not to realize that there are gobs of trucks that are stuck at south of the border that got your products in them, your food in it. These are distractions. Joe Biden told you that there was going to be a food shortage. He said that it was going to happen. I don't know if you guys have heard about it or not, but this is something that we're going to talk about on the show when we come back. 18 food processing plants have exploded.
Huh? Exploded.
18.
Yep.
18
now they're destroying stuff. They're destroying stuff now. So they're creating a food shortage.
They are creating. Bill Gates done bought up millions of acres of land, and they are shutting real farmers down to where the farmers can't farm anymore.
They just reported yesterday, black farmers have lost from the government and Bill Gates $326 billion.
Come on now.
They planned this thing a long time ago.
They've been planning this for a long time.
They've been planning
this for a long time. So
prophecy has to be fulfilled some kind of way.
It has to be fulfilled, Sister Delta. So
there you go.
I want to go real quick. I want to get everybody's opinion, starting with Eliah, all the way down to Brother Obadiah. Because I'm not a prophet, neither do I claim to be a son of a prophet, but I follow trends and things that I see that's in this world, okay? I believe that we're headed for another shutdown. No, I'm starting with Sister Delta. I'm sorry. I'm starting with Sister Delta. And real quick, get it in and let it move on. What do you think another shutdown would do to this place
I think that just one day, I don't know when, that the government and the high official, the evil elite, is going to disappear in their underground bunkers. And that's going to be it. We're going to be out here on our own to figure out what's going to happen and what we have to do. That's just what I believe. I don't know when. I just think they're just going to be like, oh, okay, well, we done shut them down. We got it contained enough. Now let's go. And it's going to be a
Well, that's history that they done already. They have always proven that that's what they do. They leave the people to fend for themselves, and those that are supposed to be in control, when it get to a point to where it's out of control, they dip. So you are absolutely right on that. Yeah. Absolutely right on that. Eliah, another shutdown. What would that do, man, to this country and people who are not aware?
It will most definitely be a tragic. You know, I mean, we just seen with the pandemic. What happened the first time, you know, how people were just stuck in the house, man. So right now, the people that don't know Yah, they're going to go crazy. It's going to be a lot of robbing, raping, stealing, killing. It's going to be a lot, you know what I mean?
Why do they rape in these situations? Why do they rape? Does it make them? That's so crazy.
But I say, man, it's for us to gird up ourselves, man. And Yah said, if you hearken unto him, you will be quiet from evil. So with that being said, it's our job to make sure that we enlighten others, but that we stay and we continue to endure. So
come on, brother, and lead our families. I saw your baby. I saw your baby earlier doing the show, sitting in your lap. And from what I understand, you have one that is on the way. And so as priest of the household, it is our job to lead these women and to lead these babies. And to make sure that I can't tell people out there what to do unless I start in here. You dig what I'm saying? So we got to start. It got to start in this household first. Then we'll take it out to the outside. And you are absolutely right. For the people who don't know, which are the masses, they don't know. It's going to be dangerous out here. I don't know how many people done read 2 Esdras, 13 through 16. But if you didn't, start reading tonight. Esdras laid that thing out, man, what's going on. Sister Zakaria, another lockdown. What is it going to do?
Man, and those who are not rooted in Yahweh and Yahusha, it's just going to create a whole nother level of fear and conformity, which is exactly what they want. They want you to conform to certain things. They want you to be afraid so that you can take these shots, so that you can kill yourself. Because what better way if you off yourself, then they don't have to worry about it.
They ain't got to deal with it.
They ain't got to deal with you. So at the end of the day, it's not going to do anything for those who are rooted in Yahusha and Yahuwah, because we know where our strength comes from. We know where our source comes from. We know and understand that, exactly as Sister Delta says, prophecy has to play itself out. But we know that we are protected. We know the script, and we are walking and abiding in the scriptures, not in no play form, not just speaking it, but we're actually walking it out how Yahusha walked it out. So for us, it's not going to be as traumatizing. It's not going to be something that we are completely just devastated about. Honestly, looking back on the first shutdown, 2020 was like one of the best years for me.
Me too.
The
best for my business, the best for my family. It was like, whoa, I got the little unemployment.
We was up up in the mountains. We was hiking, hunting, fishing. We was doing everything that Abba had allowed us to do, and we was loving it. Okay,
and we ready for the next one.
Listen, I'm like, oh, y'all giving out unemployment again?
Period.
If not, you know,
Can we get the extra 600 a week too? Still, let's do that.
Hallelujah.
And this time make it 9 because
and that's the thing about the pandemic. Israel came up like scripture said. They got the pieces.
And they did. And we was covered and protected, and literally that was an opportunity for us, for the red flags to go off on our head, like, hey, make sure that you are close with Yahweh. Make sure that you are close with Yahushua, to make sure that when this stuff really goes down and this stuff really hits the fan, because that wasn't nothing. You know, that was
right. There you go.
That was when it really hits the fan, you know what to do. You can hear his voice. Turn left here. Do this. Go here. Say this. Hide here. Whatever it is you need to do, we got to make sure that we're able to hear his voice. So as long as we're able to hear him, we straight. We fine. It's only the rest of the world that's out here in turmoil and tumult and scavenging and plundering or whatever. But you know what? I truly and strongly trust that even if his chosen people, were in the middle of a city, like I said, I live in Atlanta. That's CDC headquarters, y'all. Okay, this is where all the diseases and everything come from. So
there'll be a lot of gay zombies running around out there.
Y'all
Man.
We didn't see it, okay? But
don't say that too loud, Sister Delta. The Hollywood will make a show on it. Like gay zombies.
They already did. But I am thoroughly and utterly convinced that if I was somehow stranded in the middle of downtown with no type of protection, with
you're
my
gonna be good,
and it's a whole bunch of zombies around me, I truly, truly trust and believe with firmness of heart that them things won't even see me. We gonna be We're gonna walk through, go to wherever we need to go. We're gonna have everything that we need to have. I truly and firmly trust in this, and I trust it because I know his word, and because I'm seeking him. I'm truly seeking him. And yes, we all fall short. However, he knows that I'm truly seeking him. And because he knows that I'm truly seeking him, he's got me. He's gonna cover me. So
the scripture tell us that 1,000 may fall at our left and 10,000 at our right, but it shall not come nigh to me. So, sister, you are absolutely right. Brother Ayo, another shutdown. What it's gonna do to this country, man? And I want to put this disclaimer out there, because when I'm talking, I'm not talking about us who believe. I'm talking about because we got family that's out here who don't see what we see, right? And so this is what I'm talking about. What is it going to do to this country? Not for us that believe, because we know that these things got to come through. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I tell my family all the time, and my wife was here, she'll tell you, we living in a time that the prophets wish that they have seen. They look for these days that we living in right now. These are the days that they wanted to see. So this don't fear us, right? This is not making us scared, but for those who are unprepared. What will another shutdown do to this country, bro?
I really believe in the land back and touch on what everybody has touched on, that fear for everybody else, the heathens, Gentiles, Babylon, that fear is going to go to another level, because from being in the house for 2 years to now, everybody's going back to work, sitting in traffic. Road rage is at an all-time high.
It is
at an all-time high. Breaking and entering. So now, if we go back in the house, and then everybody stuck another year to 8 months, when they come back out, they're going to go to another level of balance, but they're going to see us, the children of the Most High, not fearing and not affected.
Because we ready for them.
Right. And then they're going to say, well, wait a minute. How are these people not scared? How are they? Who are y'all?
Who are y'all?
Who? That's that
Zechariah. That's that Zechariah where it says that the other nations are gonna come. They're gonna say, "Hey, we gonna go with you, brother, because we heard that the Most High is with you." You know what I'm saying? That's right.
Who do y'all serve?
That's right.
Oh, y'all the Hebrew Israelites, like you were saying earlier, brother. Oh, y'all the Hebrew Israelites from we done heard about them, so they ain't all the same. Okay, that's y'all. And then, like you said, with artists on this platform, I believe after another shutdown that they planned, whatever they're planning, The Most High is going to come in, redirect it, and then we are going to be the light on the hill. We're going to be the face of getting the hope. That's
and
how
all the work and
is
training
gonna
that
be
everybody been doing is gonna be ready. Everybody gonna be ready to we gonna have our media platforms, our artists, our leaders. We're gonna have all that stuff ready to take off.
Right.
Hallelujah.
She said earlier, hallelujah, for the training. Look, everybody on this platform tonight somehow has been in some kind of training for the last 15, 20 years.
That's right.
From you was a little boy in the church, out of the church, little girl in the church,
and
out of the
he's
church.
connecting us whether we know it or not.
Yes.
By
For a reason.
unseen forces. He's connecting us. There's a reason why he's coming to the show from Chicago.
Come on,
I've never worked with this brother before. This brother wife reached out to me on some. It was weird how it all came together and happened. You know, Obadiah right here in Dallas. I don't, you know, it was weird. It's all
lost my brother again. We lost my brother again. I should have started with him, man. I knew I should have started with that brother.
I want to add something. I want to add something as well. Yeah. With it being a shortage of food, the Most High let us know, and also in Amos chapter 8, 11 through 12, that there's going to be a famine of his word as well.
Come on, brother.
You know what I mean? So that's very, very deep.
That's the beginning. That's the beginning. We see. Well, I want Sister Simca, and you are absolutely right. And I'm praying that the Most High keep that in my mind, because I want to touch on what you just said, Elia, because that's so important on what you just said. Sister Simca, it's your time up, lady. Do you remember the question? Because we done talked so much. Okay. All right.
The question. I'm gonna land back off of what everyone has said thus far, that it's going to be an even greater place of panic amongst those that are not awakened. And I was also gonna land back off of what Elia just mentioned, because there is gonna be, prophecy has to redeem itself, and there is gonna be a 7 years of famine in the land. And for those that are not awakened, you're not going to be prepared, and you're gonna go crazy. But for us that are awakened and are in this knowledge and know this truth, we're figuring it out. We're figuring out how to be able to provide. We're finding Hebrew-owned farms. We're finding out how to use our own soil in our own backyards for those that have homes, and start planting ourselves, making garden beds, living in an apartment. Okay, create a little herb garden on your balcony. We're gonna do ours pretty soon. So for us that are awakened, we're going to be prepared. We're going to have our armor. We're going to be ready. But I say woe to those that will not be prepared and that are going to be a part of this famine, because it was crazy before, but they're not going to be ready for this next wave.
Exactly. And I say whoa. The reason why they're not going to be ready for it is because they're luring us to sleep with all of these distractions that's going on, to the point that people are not realizing that the walls are coming down on top of them. In the book of Daniel, I think it was chapter 7, when the Persians overtook Babylon, there was a whole hand that came out of nowhere and wrote on the wall, right? And it says that the time has come, the end has come. You see what I'm saying? And that's where we are at right now. And people are not realizing this. They are not noticing that we are at the end. Every nation, go to Daniel and read, every nation from the head all the way down to the feet, every last one of those nations crumbled at some time. I talked to an individual not long ago who just said that Walmart ain't never going to run out of food. And I'm like, where are you living at? This is how people really think. The concerts are coming back. The sports arenas are being filled again. Everything seems like it's going back to normal, but this is what people don't understand. People don't understand how torture works. This is how they torture you. They torture you. I'm just to put you, Brother Ayo, through torture. And the torture that I'm going to use is sleep deprivation. So I'm going to keep you up 24 hours straight. Then I'm just to leave you alone for 2 hours and you think you can go to sleep. So that in them 2 hours you sleeping hard, then I'm finna come in with a loudspeaker and a bright light and wake you up, and you wasn't ready for it. That's exactly what they doing to us right now. They making us put our guards down. And as soon as I got, hey, my boy Spence just got rocked 2 weeks ago in that fight. His mouthpiece came out. He looked at the ref to say, hey, and when he turned his head, he almost got knocked out. And he said, hey, I put my guards down. That's exactly what we're doing right now. We're putting our guards down.
Just like
we're not paying attention to the signs.
And
just like all of you guys have said, I'm going to stop talking. Obadiah, you here, brother. What will another shutdown do for us, brother? I need you right now before you leave us again.
I finally made it to the computer.
Hallelujah.
All praises.
All praise good.
Yeah, we're talking about if it was another shutdown, but real quick though, I just want to say America is the problem because we got too much money. We seeing with ourselves that they are handling these other nations the way that they want to, but America has too much money. So the only way to get America to comply is that they got to break us down economically. Another shutdown, that's exactly what it's going to do. The Federal Reserve just raised the interest rates up higher than they have been since 2000. This was done purposely. Gas prices. This is not something that's an accident right now. It takes me darn near $100 to fill up my truck. And I got a car who I can't put 87 octane gas in. So just imagine what I'm putting in that car. You dig what I'm saying? This stuff is being done purposely because the only way to bring America to its knees is to make America poor like everybody else. They are trying to make us dependent. So yeah, we came up, but what did you do with that money when you came up? That's the question. Did you spend that money on Louis Vuittons? Did you spend that money on Gucci shoes? Or did you use that money to prepare yourself for what's about to come down the pike? That is the question.
Fire.
Look, these people are not playing games. Every morning I wake up, I pray, I read my scripture, I drink coffee, and I play a couple of games of chess before I leave the house. These people playing chess with us. They ain't playing checkers. These people moving knights. They're moving L shapes. That can jump over people and knock your head off. That's what these people are doing to us. So it's very important that we pay attention. And that's the reason I have Truth Be Told Flex podcast, so that my people can know what these people are doing to us. Because, hey, it is not a game out there. It is not a game out there. We are headed into some times that, what did Yasha say? He said that the very elite wouldn't be able to stand. They wouldn't be able to stand if he didn't cut it short. So we got to take stuff like that serious. We have got to take stuff like that serious. Beautiful family, Zachariah. Beautiful family, Eliyahu. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Stemka, we thank you and we thank you, Iman, for raising such a beautiful young lady. And the talent that you have given us. And Brother Obadiah, continue to give us that beautiful music, man, that beautiful sound that you are giving us. I can't wait to meet all of you guys in Dallas, Texas, June 5th. By the Most High I will be to death. You already know. You 100 with me, sister. I work hard. I was working at the Jew house today. Boy, that Jew was getting on my nerves too, man. Woo, boy, that joke was getting on my nerves. I work hard to get up out of there, boy, to make it to this show.
Well, we sure appreciate you.
Yes.
Yeah. So, hey, Brother Elia, I want to get your contact information if that's okay, brother.
Yeah, that's fine. Let me know when you're ready.
Okay, cool. I would love to get your contact information. I want to get back in touch with you. Zachariah, Simca, and Obadiah, please come back to the show whenever you want to. I thank you guys so much for the energy that you brought. And Ayo, you already know what it's going to be with us, man. Truth Be Told Flex podcast. Get ready to see this brother a little bit more. He's going to come help us out.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a beautiful thing. It's gonna come from the South. So I want to thank you for that.
Now.
Yeah, I want to thank you for that.
Yeah.
With that being said, that is the show. I have no more music. I have nothing else to talk about, believe it or not. I'm done. Hey, Obadiah, you done stayed with us for a full 5 minutes. I think we're doing good. I think we're doing good. Any closing remarks, Sister Delta?
I do. I want to thank all of the artists for coming on and thank y'all. I know with the inflation and prices and everything, you guys are coming to Texas, doing whatever it is that you guys got to do to get here. And I appreciate it. All praises to the Most High for your talent. I know what all of y'all is going to bring to the show, and I'm here for it. For the listeners, if you guys want to volunteer and help us set up the event or clean up the event, reach out to Sister Petra at the Key Is Me Foundation. We need all volunteers. Her phone number is 832-997-4971. If you want a vendor table, reach out to sis. Unfortunately, the live performance slots are full. You just had to be there. You had to be first. So all praise to the Most High for that. I can't wait to see everybody there and mingle with everybody and brew out. So thank you, Doc, for having us. That's all I got. Make sure that you guys go check out the new issue of the magazine that just dropped today.
All praises.
The May 22 issue with your pop cute on the cover, and it's so much fire. This issue fire, man. Y'all gotta go in that thing, man. So
checking it out tonight. Yay. And I'll make sure that it will be previewed on the show next Thursday. And if you guys have not subscribed to my show, please subscribe and let others know about the show. And I thank you so much.
I'll give them your email so they can send music for your music show, because the brother has a music show as well. Yeah, so I'll give you your email.
Please do. Because I will play anything you guys see. I will make sure it's played on the show as well. Other than that, I'm thankful that you guys came. With that, I want to say shalom. And all right, I will talk to you guys later.
Peace and love.
Right.
Love.
That was beautiful.
That was beautiful.
All unraveling.
Listen, man, in case you didn't know, no, it's almost getting close. In case you didn't know.
This has been real. We would like to thank you, and we will see you at this same time next week.
Only the ones with no faith that take the vaccines. Step to me with it, I'ma make your back lean. We at the end, new Sodom and Gomorrah. Christ about to come and mop the floor up. Walking up in Louis V with your mask on. Check the me's, man, they about to get their blast on. Prophecy, interpretation, Isaiah 55:11, so it ain't no faking. Crack your dough, it's getting close. I'm here to tell you, just in case you didn't know. Listen, man, in case you didn't know, no, it's almost getting close. In case you didn't know, no, it's all unraveling. Babylon got pregnant with a daughter. She introduced the new world.